be absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Joey Owens show, I guess is what we should call ourselves. But G.W.R. God's Wrestling Group, July 6, 2023. Big show tonight. Got a couple special guests. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez, also joined by Marcus Fine, like usual. And we also have the Jay County Fair Board, Jason McGraw, and we also have the ladies' man, Mike King. We'll talk about the big Retromania coming up this Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern at the Jay County Fair. Main event in the Jay County Fair, I should say, in the grandstands, which I think is pretty awesome. But how's it going, guys?
No, I have PTSD from that opening entrance there. You guys put it on there.
Yeah, you were going through the table, yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Well, I told Chris, and I'm serious about this, and he'll probably hopefully make sure that this happens. I want that clip played at my funeral. the clip with Joe and them take over that show. That's one of my favorite things of all time. They take over that show. We had no idea it was going to happen, and it was outstanding. I said, I want that played at my funeral.
Yeah, it was good because it happened to Joey Owens. That's why, right?
Okay.
The thing is, Tony, you're going to outlive all of us. So
Yeah, probably.
else are not us.
Hey, I hope so. Not that I want any of you to die, but I don't want to die.
Tony won't even rep a midget match. I think he'll outlast us all.
Hey, if I would have ref the midget match, I wouldn't have been around no more. My wife would have killed me.
Always at it.
Kelly doesn't mean that. She loves me.
Like you and Marcus started off. I'm going to finish sharing this stuff out.
Well, I say let's get started with the main event. We got a great big show coming up Monday. You guys want to tell us something about it and what it's going to be and all the details that you're willing to give out?
Not really.
Thanks for joining us all.
Yeah, hey, it was good. And, I'm glad everybody could join us, and you guys, we'll see you Monday.
We'll see what arrangements are, and we will see you later.
Well, as we've been advertising the for a little while now, I mean, Jason jumped right on board, and Jay County Fairgrounds jumped right on it and had advertisement out for the last 3 months, and Dccw Wrestling, we're putting on Retromania, which is a professional wrestling show conjoined with a classic car show. So there's going to be actually classic cars out. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jason, they're going to be out on the track with us?
I think some of them are on the track. Some of them might be in the grass. So some just depends on the weather, I think, in some cases, and how dry it is and dusty. And sometimes they treat them better than their kids. So, and that's understandable. They're classic cars, and they got to be well taken care of to be maintained and preserved like they are. So we respect that. So we'll have them a little bit everywhere.
Good. I seen the weather forecast as of right now looks pretty good for Monday.
Yeah, it changed. Yesterday it didn't look too good, but today it looks great.
That's the last night I checked.
Getting better.
That's
getting better.
That's Indiana weather for you.
Yeah, it could change again.
That's right.
You never know.
As long as it's not snowing, I think we're okay.
Right, that's true, but you never know with Indiana. But yeah, so the classic car show is going to be going on, but then we are the main event for Monday night's festivities at the Great Jay County Fair. Guys, the level of talent that we got on the card, both from the past, the present, and the future of this sport, is absolutely amazing. It's called Retromania for a reason. It goes well with the car show. as well as with some of the guys that we're bringing in. I mean, the retro, you're talking back WWF era, and some of the guys at WWF era, going back in the day. But we got WWE legends, Demolition. Demolition hasn't been around this area in a little while. Axe and Smash, man, they talking about a devastating tag team throughout the years, and two guys that could go toe to toe with the legendary Road Warriors and hold their own against them. I mean, come on. I mean, who? If you didn't think that Demolition go toe to toe with the Road Warriors, you just didn't know wrestling. I mean, these guys are huge. They were mean, and they went toe to toe with the Road Warriors. Another tag team that went toe to toe with the Road Warriors and had weightlifting competitions right out at the ring was none other than WWE legends, the Powers of Pain. That's Warlord and Barbarian went toe to toe with the Road Warriors, and God rest their soul. And I miss Joe greatly. Him being like a father to me in this business. I miss Joe every day. But just to see these guys being a part of our show and a part of our event, it brings back good memories about Joe too. So, and Mike both, Hawk and Animal. We also had to bring in none other than the owner of OVW down in Kentucky, and a hardcore legend in his own, WWE legend, and that's none other than Al Snow. Al Snow will be in the house as well. So you got Demolition, you got Powers of Pain, you got Al Snow. You also got a WWE Hall of Famer that's going to be there as well, signing autographs, and you never know, because he's a wiry, mouthy one. You never know if he might grab a mic, and that's none other than WWE Hall of Famer, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. What an incredible addition to our show that was, to get Jimmy Hart. I mean, talking about somebody that helped propel some of the greatest stars of the industry with his managerial skills.
From the Mid-South on up to the WWE. And
absolutely.
Outstanding.
And then going on from our past and more our present now, people that you've seen on AEW and people you've seen on Impact and a lot of members of the OVW crew as well. You got none other than Ari Alexander. You've seen her on all the shows. We got the Brian Pillman, the crazy Brian Pillman's son, Brian Pillman Jr., that's going to debut with DCCW. It's going to be an awesome match. You got none other than the Fanny Pack Kid, Cal Hero, son of Dave Hero, who is a very well-known and respected promoter and one of the boys in the business. And then this guy frequents around the area and has been around this area for a while, and also had his stint at Impact as well, and that's none other than Congo Kong, the big monster Congo Kong. And then you guys are going to see some futures and some past and some present of the indie circuit, and that's all your DCCW originals and some new, some old originals of DCCW. Rachel Armstrong will be there and will be in action. I know she's missed a couple of our shows, but with DCCW, we don't want to hold anybody back from doing anything. So when a bigger show possibility pops up, or a show that could possibly propel them to the next step in their future in wrestling pops up, they make a phone call to me, and I hands down say, absolutely, you go. There will be another DCCW show. We don't want to hold you back. And if more companies did that, and the business would be a whole lot better. And then you got, just everybody that's normally on our DCCW shows will be there. It's going to be a great show. You're going to see a lot of these guys in action. I can't wait for it. I'm excited, and I want to thank the Jay County Fair and Jason McGraw for making it happen. Because without Jason, and a lot of people, some of the fairs around. Oh, there's my son Blake. He's saying hi to me. How'd you think you got so good, Marcus?
Yeah, it's okay.
But I mean, a lot of people don't know. Fair boards are made up from people of everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Of all walks of life and everything, and some of them, a lot of them with the fairs are farmers and people that are just constantly busy and maybe didn't watch wrestling growing up or know wrestling. And you get a few members in there that do know wrestling, and then they got to kind of wrestle in the board themselves just to get wrestling to pop up. And I know when it was first brought up, a lot of times with the fairs that we go to and whatnot, when it's first brought up, they're like, "Why in the world would we have wrestling here?" Well, then Jason proved a point, and it was a good point last October when we had Mick Foley and the Boogeyman headline our card and packed out the building. They're like, "Oh, well, we might have something here." So look at us now. We're in front of the grandstands headlining one of the fair nights.
That show in October was an awesome show.
Oh, yeah.
It was amazing. It was amazing. A lot of fun. We had nearly 500 people in that building, and it was packed. I don't think anybody complained about anything. Gave us some suggestions on how to make things better, and here we are, a few months away from our Cornfield Carnage 2 even. So
yeah, already got it scheduled.
We're super pumped about that. Got a lot of stuff that we just keep trying to improve the grounds and do more for our community, and just get more out there for people to see. So that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
And the crowd there in October, it was a hot crowd the whole show. Everybody in the building was having a blast, and they were into the show. Because you go to some shows and it's not like that. The crowd is just sitting there, sometimes quiet. That crowd was in every part of that show the whole time, and that makes the show even better.
Yeah.
Hell, that night
I
we
expect
had
this to be a little different of a situation because we're being a little in an open space. So I hope that the fans take to it and just stick in it from the very beginning, because we got a lot to offer this show that we did not give them last show. And I think overall a better card even than what we had last time. So it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, definitely going to be. And speaking of Cornfield Carnage 1, hell, we had two brand new debuts on Cornfield Carnage 1 and new DCCW members, and they've been hitting the ground running, and that's none other than Dalton Love and Luke Savage. They're still hitting the ground hard and pushing through, and been doing great.
Yeah, you see them guys everywhere now.
Yes, sir.
It's cool to see, and both of them improved a bunch.
Yep, especially coming from if you just a few years ago when you didn't see them around, and just the knowledge they took in and the people they listened to just get out and about and to show everybody what they're capable of doing. Hell, they've already traveled to different states already. So
It's definitely, well, like you talked about earlier, Rachel. She's been everywhere. I mean, Rachel's going everywhere. Big things are coming for her, and like you said, you guys are all for that, and
a lot of the
well deserved.
A lot of the DCCW talent is you see everywhere.
No,
yeah, that's true.
Blake was just in New York, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, that's DCWO, guys.
Okay, all right.
Blake said, "Who's Blake Rightface?" And I'm a huge fan of him.
Yeah, that we kind of had this discussion before we went live. Blake probably ain't gonna announce that one.
I ain't gonna tell you.
The people that you guys are bringing in, and I know there may be some things you don't give away, but Jason, do you have anything that you can give away that's maybe something you're really looking for, like maybe a favorite star or of the ones we've announced?
Well, personally, like I grew up a huge Demolition fan, so I am really excited to meet the guys that I grew up watching in the '80s. Axe and Smash were, man, they were just the top, and and how they started and where they finished, two different journeys. They actually, you guys probably remember because you're big fans, but didn't start with those two. Started with a different person in that tag team. I believe Axe was the original, but I believe Smash was somebody else originally, and then they replaced him before they got too far into the first month or so. So, but man, 3-time WWE Tag Team Champions. You just can't get much better than that, to have a great career like they had and the longevity they had and work with some of the major stars. That's on the top of my bucket list this time for sure. And Jimmy Hart, of course. I mean, he's manager of the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, right? So that's got to have some merit. So I'm really looking forward to meeting him as well. But anytime Dccw is around, I'm excited because they're the next future stars, and there's so much talent that people need to get out and they need to watch these guys perform and gals perform. I don't want to slight the girls any because, damn, they can hold their own for sure. Rachel's one of the best female competitors I have ever seen in an independent show ever. She's got a lot of talent, and just to see her keep growing every time I go watch an event, and the rest of the Dccw roster, I mean, it's just great. So I'm looking forward to Monday night. I'm looking forward for the fans seeing a way better show than they saw last year with micro wrestling. And no offense to them guys, they put on a heck of a show, but I feel like talent-wise, not only size, but they're going to get more for their money as far as talent for sure. So.
And you was talking about Axe and Smash. Axe was one of my favorites before he ever became Axe. He wrestled as the Masked Superstar in Georgia Championship Wrestling, and he was one of my favorites. I just love the Masked Superstar back in them Georgia days. So
I'm excited.
And you can't forget the briefs. Can't forget the brief stint as the Machines too. I mean, that was pretty.
Yep. I'm excited.
Short-lived, but a cool gimmick. So that was neat.
I remember I was a kid when watching them when they had their big run. I was a kid. I remember watching them, so I'm excited about Demolition.
Well, you got to see the Powers of Pain against Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels.
The Rockers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was a big Rockers fan back then.
Speaking of the Rockers, I mean, we have two of the newest Rockers on the card. Yes. If people ain't following Indies and following Al and OVW and whatnot, Al Snow and Cal Hero are the newest Rockers.
I had heard that.
And Kelly had a question for you there, Mike.
Oh,
who you like better?
Who do I like better, Kelly or Marcus? Well, I mean, since Kelly's watching, definitely Kelly. I mean, absolutely 100% Kelly. She's
looking right at you. I mean,
he got you on that one.
Yeah, but Kelly gives people things that shows that might hurt me. So
that's true. He's going in the Hall of Fame. It's been around.
She's been asking everybody that question the last couple
You're the
interviews.
first one that came up with an answer. The rest of them were too afraid to say anything.
Hell, I'm too afraid of Kelly to not say anything. Everybody else is dumb.
Well, what I like about this is I've seen the Powers of Pain in the NWA take on the Road Warriors live, and I've seen them in the WWE take on the Road Warriors live. I've seen them take on Demolition live. So all those matches you brought up between Demolition, Powers of Pain, Road Warriors, I've seen all that in person. So Yeah, this is a good night.
Yeah, I got to watch it on tape. I would have loved to see it in person. I always said I was born in the wrong era.
Yeah. And I met
Jason, what?
Rick once, so he's a great guy.
Yeah, Jason, what time can everybody get in the fair on Monday?
All right, so just a little bit about that night. We do start charging at the gate at 5 p.m. So if you guys don't want to pay the gate fee, which is $5 per person, children 5 and under are free at the gate all the time. But if you don't want to avoid that, if you want to avoid that fee, get there before 5 p.m. and you won't have to pay the gate fee on top. So that's really important for the fans to note. That don't want to pay that extra $5 charge. But usually the grandstands open about an hour before the show starts. So probably around 6 o'clock, 6:30 at the latest, but usually it's 6 o'clock. They start letting people up here so they can pick out their seats at the grandstands. Of course, reserve seating is reserved, so even the track seats are reserved. I did sell quite a few front row seats today, so they're mostly gone. There are still second, third, and fourth rows available there, so get them now, though, because they are going fast. And then we do have box seats as well, and I'll kind of turn the phone around, and hopefully you can kind of see. That's the track, and if you see this area right down here where the seats are, the darker seats, those are stadium seating, and those are what we call box seats. Those are $15. There is a lot of those sold too, but we have a quite a long distance in our grandstand as well, so there's lots of seating available. So, and of course, right there on the track, we'll have the ring, and we'll have the ringside seating available. So,
And
but I would say definitely be there by 5 is one big pro tip for you to save you a little extra money. Lots of food vendors here, and we have some of the best fair food. I'm not trying to
And rides.
pump the Portland people, but man, we know what we're doing here in Jay County with fair food. So come hungry and buy much, because there's a lot to offer. So
not to mention a lot of the stars are going to be there early as well, and set up to sign autographs and sell merchandise and whatnot before the show. So
Right,
kind of like a little mini fan fest with the names before the show, so you can come out and meet and greet with them and whatnot, and then also still get your fair food, ride some rides, and then at bell times at 7, so you want to be up in the grandstands, about 6:30 or so, or on the track about 6:30, and then find out just who's all getting in the ring.
Absolutely, there's a lot to offer around the grounds, lots to see. So get there early, and there's plenty to do before the show starts, and some to do after as well. So, and I'm glad you mentioned the kind of like a mini fan fest. I think that's one thing that I was most excited about this year, was to just keep. I kept telling Mikey, we need to keep bringing in people. We need to keep bringing in people. I got this person. What about this person? And we kept building, and pretty soon, and it's like, man, we got 10 guys that have been on TV. I mean, you just don't see that in a normal independent show. None that I've ever been to, but certainly, especially at a county fair level. You about have to go to a convention of some sort, or and maybe like Big Time Wrestling or something like that, or some of these other bigger indie promotions. But I'm pretty impressed with the amount of guys we got coming, and it's going to be awesome. Oh, I totally remember that, Kevin. They were number 1 and number 2, if I remember right. Started the Rumble off. Yeah.
Do you remember who 3 was?
Oh, man. I don't want to be wrong.
I don't remember either.
It was the third one of them, wasn't it?
It's Andre.
Yeah, Andre.
I kind of was thinking that, but I wasn't sure.
Because then the other two stopped fighting instantly. It turned looked like
Yeah.
so.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
It was 1989.
Oh shoot, Tony was stumped. I'm so
That'll
disappointed in you right now, Tony.
I know it, I am.
That don't happen very often.
Well, and you know, guys, we can't, and all the fans too. We can't grow unless the fans help us grow. And that's the biggest thing. If you guys want to, if Jay County wants to continue to see us at the fair and in front of the grandstands, and us bringing you guys from, you know, WWE, WCW, AEW, you know, ECW, all of the affiliates, Impact, you know, NWA, you know, I got a pretty far reach within the industry with names that I can bring, and that DCCW can bring to the fairgrounds. But it's going to take all the fans, and it's going to take the community to rally behind us and show the fair that, hey, this is what you guys want. This is one of your guys' nights. You want DCCW wrestling there, and you want to get your autographs by these guys that's been on TV and that you watched growing up, and you want to just see the live hard-hitting action that we bring to you. It's going to take everybody to do that, because if you guys just come out and don't sit in the grandstands and don't want to watch the show, I mean it's just like other events that don't draw big. They will just, they'll move on and try to find something else to fill the day. I mean, that's business. It's the way of the beast, and that's with every fair. If we pack out or do a great job here at Jay County, we already have booked Gaston Fair for August. We got 2 other fairs already talking to us, and a third one on hold right now that's talking to us about next year. I mean, we got some fairs around that really want to, and it all started. It all started with Jay County, because Jay County started all this, and Jason started all this with us, and to get us out there in front of people and show what we can do. And we haven't let anybody down yet, and I don't plan on letting anybody down now. So absolutely. I want to pack them grandstands. I want every seat on the darn track full. I mean, why not? I mean, Jason and the Fair Board made these tickets. I mean, where else are you going to go and see all these stars? And the highest ticket on the darn card is $25. I mean, there's not very many. I mean, you can't go to any of the big shows now for $25. I guarantee it.
No, and then
unless you're sitting outside.
General admission tickets in the grandstands $10. I mean.
Yeah,
I mean, $10,
$10
to $15.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Down. I mean, the prices are fantastic. I thought you guys did a great job. I know you guys are going to put on a great show. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be outstanding. I mean, I can't put these guys over enough. Jason and Mike King and all DCCW family, and that includes Joey Owens and all the other people. all the people that's involved. Just outstanding. Do a great job, and that talent. As a lot trained by Joey and Jake Oman, and goes all throughout Indiana. I mean, well, me and Chris knows, Marcus knows, we go to these shows. Very seldom do you not see some of those wrestlers on the shows that we go to, because they're so talented. I mean, everybody wants them. I mean, you see some shows, but a lot of shows, they're all over the place. And, well, now all over the States.
I do want to say, I know, Tony, I know you're a big history buff with Reth Wrestling and stuff. And this is not the first time, although it's the first time in a really long time, that the fair has had wrestling as a grandstand event. Unfortunately, I don't know the date officially, but I think it dates back into the 60s, maybe early 70s, and it could be even later than that. But we have had Dick the Bruiser, Bobby the Brain Heenan, back when he wrestled, some other legends. Names are escaping me right now, but so it's been around here. It was a grandstand event a long time ago, and wow, bringing it back after all these years, 50 plus years and counting. We're breaking that streak this year, and I'm very, very pleased to help be a part of starting hopefully a new tradition at the fair. So,
and I wish I'd know the company that did that.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do some research and try to see if I can figure that out.
Because wouldn't it be crazy if it was like one of the main companies back in the day, and then now the very next group of guys that came in after that was us.
And I'm not so sure that like I want to say my father-in-law said he remembered seeing like Ox Baker here at one time.
It sounds like it might have been WWA. Yeah, WWE. It was owned by Bruiser and Wilbur Snyder, and they had all those guys. So it could have been them.
I bet it was them. Bruiser always booked himself like that, so probably the Blackjacks was there. Ox Baker was one of his guys. Jimmy Valiant, all the Valiants, really.
Yeah. I think the Valiants were here. I think that's another name I remember hearing. So yeah, it's been awesome.
Sorry guys, Chris kicked me out.
We used to have an armory here years ago when I was just a really tiny kid. That's when I kind of learned more about the business of wrestling outside of wrestling. I remember Dick the Bruiser bringing his crew here, Bobo Brazil, Moose Cholak. Man, there was just so many. I think there was probably 10 or 12 of them each time they came. But they would come every other couple months or so and fill that armory up. And it's just, we hadn't had anything like that around here in a long time. And it's just nice to bring it back into the community and have something different for people to choose, and that's what growing a community is all about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think a lot of fairs got stuck in just the motion of doing the fairs, and just they just kept on with, we got the derby, we got the tractor pulls, we got motocross, we got just the same thing over and over and over again. That's all you saw at the different fairs in front of the grandstands.
Yeah.
It just those like motorsports basically in front, or you also got, rodeos and stuff like that as well at some of the county fairs, but they all got into the same routine and whatnot. And it's awesome to see Jay County break out of that routine and do their own thing and probably revolutionize wrestling back into the fairgrounds. Wrestling used to be in all the state fairs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dice Man Ronnie Vegas used to run every year in Illinois State Fair. All the state fairs around here used to run wrestling, and it just seemed like everybody, like I said, just got stuck in that cycle. And it's awesome to see you guys break that cycle and to show what wrestling can provide to a fair.
Absolutely. Just another level of entertainment and something different. That's what it's all about. You got to keep growing and going with the changes, keep doing the same thing over and over again. Some things are staples here. Sometimes things need to change and be fresh. And that's, I think, what we're providing this time. So something a little different for our fans. I apologize if I got a little wind noise. I'm actually catching a breeze maybe for the first time in the last couple of days here at the fair. So I'm going to welcome it because I've been here all day the last couple of days, and I hope it just continues to be nice weather like it is right now. We'll have a hell of a night.
You guys need to talk to some shirt guy about some breathable shirts there, bub.
I think so. Yeah. Well, I chose the wrong one today. I can tell you that much. So, but I would like to be able to give a cheap plug if I can for the other events we got, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go for it.
So tomorrow night, we got a soft opening night for the Midway. So we will have rides open, as wasn't a part of our original fair schedule. So tomorrow night will be midway opening and free concerts. So I got a group called Heartland coming from Indy. They're an amazing Heart tribute band. Heard them at the state convention in Indianapolis back in January. Signed them instantly. They were amazing. We're having a husband calling contest, which is a new event for us that I created. And then the Jansen Matthew John Band. I don't know. You guys might have heard of him because that's Jansen Blevins. I believe he is with a rival company, potentially. I won't mention their name because we don't want to prep them.
No, but, Jansen is a wrestler. He is a wrestler out there on the independent scene.
I didn't realize that until after the fact, and became Facebook friends, and I'm like, what is going on here? So, what wasn't originally in the cards, but we won't prep that anymore. But it's gonna be a good night.
No, you're fine. You're
Saturday,
fine.
Saturday night,
Jansen is a great talent on the indie scene. He's absolutely great
and a
talent.
super nice guy from what I met. So I'm looking forward to hearing him and Heartland tomorrow night. They're going to be a free concert. Bring a lawn chair, have a good time. And then Saturday night, our ever popular Demolition Derby. You want to get here early because it sells out every year. And if you've never been to a big fair derby, this is the one to go to. We're starting at 3 p.m. that day. Because we used to start at 7 and we go till 3 o'clock in the morning. So hopefully we can get out of here at a decent hour. But it's going to be worth your money. And then Sunday we have autocross with all kinds of different classes, from motorcycles to minivans to derby cars to side-by-sides, four-wheelers, three-wheelers, you name it, we got it. Jeep races, all kinds of stuff. Monday, of course, our headlining DCCW show. And then Tuesday, we have rodeo. Wednesday, we have monster trucks featuring Bigfoot. Yes, the actual Bigfoot will be here on the grounds. Some more great, legendary performers. Then Thursday night, we got a Christian concert. We Are Messengers with Amber Gill. And then Friday, we got Scotty McCreery. That's our feature headlining country act. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, we follow nothing short of great entertainment here at the Jay County Fair. Gabby Wilson, I believe is her name. Gabby Barrett. Gabby Barrett is the opener for him. And we found an Indy. Johnny James will open for them. And then on Saturday we close with the Derby, and then midway open all week. So bring the kids, have a good time, and enjoy the fair. But mostly come Monday night because we want to rock this place.
Yeah, that's right.
With DCCW and Retromania because it's going to be epic.
Well, people don't know this. Jason McGraw's a Hall of Fame Derby driver.
I don't know about Hall of Fame, but I have done my share of hitting in the past. I've been on that track several times. It's been in my favor a couple times, and it's not been in my favor several times. So, but
yeah, I mean, me personally,
a lot of fun years, man.
I mean, me personally, I think the Derby drivers are kind of sissies. They're using cars. We don't use cars.
No, brute force.
We have a demolition derby every time we get in the ring, bub.
That's right. That's a classic Mike King, Joey Owens match right there.
And
that's right.
At the start of the show, we seen that table. We seen you guys going through that table.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Yeah, Mike, I was going to ask, is there any way you guys would be willing to maybe give up a match or two that's going to be on the show? You know I was going to ask. I've got to ask.
Well, let's tell them the big one. Or maybe we'll wait.
We're gonna feature some great matches. How about that? We're gonna have some. I know that DCCW titles on the line. How's that? We'll have some title matches for sure.
So Mitchell Taylor will be in the ring defending his DCCW Heavyweight Championship. The DCCW Tag Team titles will be defended. As you can see from the flyer, Ari Alexander and Rachel Armstrong are both on the card. So one would assume that would be a female match, which you never know what can happen.
Yep.
I can tell you that the tag titles will not be defended in a traditional tag team match. We'll give you a little bit of there.
Okay.
I'll give you a clue of who's going to be in the tag team match. The Beaver Boys.
Beaver Boys.
Tag team champions.
I'll give you a clue who's going to be in the heavyweight title match. Mitchell Taylor.
Never know what Mitchell Taylor's liable to do or say.
No, you don't.
From what I heard, and I don't know how true this is, but I've been hearing through the grapevine that Warlord and Barbarian are bringing their boots. So, those guys are always ready to fight somebody. So if the rumors are true, Warlord and Barbarian will definitely be in the ring come Monday night.
Was it Barbarian that we watched the other night?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, the other night, I had my TV on and checked out a pay-per-view on Fight TV, and the Barbarian was one of the featured people on there, and he was. I won't go into detail what he was doing, but he was outstanding with the fans. Just putting on a great show for the fans. So it was really good. So I think people will really enjoy if he does anything like that, what he was doing there, which I expect he will. I think it'll go real well.
Son of the legendary Brian Pillman Jr. will be in action.
And I've seen him recently in action, and he's outstanding.
Absolutely. And Brian is definitely not too far off from his daddy. That's very sure. Congo Kong will be in action.
Sadly, you will not see me squaring off against Joey Owens.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That because
Jason wasn't medically cleared.
No, I actually tore my meniscus the other day, so I'm out. I'm out now. I always tease Joey that one of these days I'm going to get him in the ring.
That's a shoot. He tore his meniscus.
Yeah,
that's not a rib. That's a shoot.
That's a shoot.
When's that ever stopped anybody? It's just
That's true.
Coming in hot.
Unfortunately, I got 5 more days of the fair to go through after that, though. So I don't know if that's a wise idea, but
yeah,
not that I couldn't take him. I thought I couldn't take him.
I tried to wrestle with 1.5 legs.
Listen, I threw him in the ring last year at Cornfield Carnage, so I could throw him in the ring again.
He did try to bail.
Broken the forearm.
Yeah, him and Luke tried to bail in that match at Cornfield Carnage, and Jason took care of him.
That's right. Yep. Got to keep those boys in line.
Marcus, do you have any questions for these guys?
No, I think they covered everything I had.
Okay.
It wasn't a lot because I've never done one like this before. So.
Well, Mike,
come on, you've been on plenty with me.
But we're not really interviewing you. This is more of a plug for a show. I've not done one of those.
Mike, I have a request.
Yeah. That I tell you more matches?
He wants to referee. You want a referee?
No, not that either. A wrestling story.
He wants to be in a match.
No. A wrestling story.
A wrestling story?
Yeah, yes. We need a story. We heard some good ones last night.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What type of stories? I don't even know if mine are allowed to be even talked about.
Chris will put a disclaimer up real quick saying
we might have to talk about my wrestling stories when we're not promoting a fair show. That might when I get on there by myself and not in front of the guy that's taking care of the show for us in front of people.
Oh man.
Oh man, I can tell you guys. I'll tell you a little like a joking story. I was traveling around with Marty Jannetty. This is a long time ago, and we were traveling around, and this promoter was taking us to another show, and we were driving around. Marty's always a jokester. Marty is hilarious, and we're driving to the next show, and this promoter has the heat up in this car with all the windows up. And like, I'm baking, but I was younger in the business. I'm not going to bring up, hey, can we roll down a window or something like that? I'll just sweat it out. Right. Well, all of a sudden, Marty goes, hey, so-and-so. I'm not going to give any names on who the promoter was. They're still around. And hey, so-and-so. And they're like, yeah. What's up, Marty? And he's trying to tend to his every need. He goes, hey, man, can you turn the heat up a little bit? And like, it's already blazing. And oh, yeah, no problem, Marty. We'll turn the heat up right now. And he goes to grab it. He goes, good, because my shoes haven't fully melted yet. And so Marty was dying in the back seat, just dying of heat exhaustion and sweating his ass off. And he asked the promoter to go ahead and turn it up because his shoes hadn't melted yet.
Well, I know how he feels, because Chris did that to me going to a trip to Cincinnati for a wrestling show. And he drove my wife's car, and evidently he didn't know how to work the air or the heat. And I was a baked potato by the time I got out of the damn car. But what are you doing?
I thought the heat was off.
Hey, listen, there will be no heat needed at the Jay County Fair.
No. If somebody doesn't come out for their entrance, it's probably because we're passed out. No, hopefully it's a good day. Hopefully it is a good day. And it's a nice breezy day.
Yes, let's hope so.
Good thing is the show doesn't start until 7, so most of the heat should be gone by then. It won't be dark yet, but we can tell everybody that once the sun starts going down a little bit, you got plenty of light on the track.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's 7:00, and really the west side front row is mostly going to be covered in shadow. Still have a little bit of sunlight on the west side of the grandstand, but I'd say in the next hour, most of the ring will be completely covered in shade. So it's not going to be too bad.
Mike, make sure you book your match second half of the show.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, there is benefits to what I do. Mine will be booked after the show. 10:30, no sun.
And we'll make sure you three get a nice cool spot as well to sit for your podcast. So
yeah, right in the middle of the track.
That's right. Horse barns. We'll put them in the horse barns. Yeah.
I just put them in the middle of the derby track.
There you go. There you go.
Well, is there anything else you guys would like to cover?
Just you can buy your tickets jcountyfair.com, or you can buy them any day this week in the fair office. Fair office will be open from, I believe, on the weekend it's 10 to 8, and all the rest of fair week 10 to 8 as well. So don't have to buy them online. You can come into the office and buy them. Plenty of tickets still available, and $10 for a grandstand seat. You can't beat that price.
If you buy them online, you guarantee your seat. If you're not buying grandstand,
you do. Yep.
The seats on the ground.
Like I said, we sold quite a bit of front row today. They were coming into the office. I didn't really sit down today. I'm a little worn out. My knee's feeling it. We did pretty good today in the office the last couple of days. So yeah, we're selling through the tickets, and that's good. It's good to see.
You stood for the last 3 days. I walked 2.5 miles to the fairgrounds from the community center on
That's trying to
Tuesday.
get you in ring shape, though. See, got to get that endurance build up, Mike.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Conditioning.
You're welcome. We passed out 2,000 flyers that day.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
No, we always got to keep pushing, always keep pushing, keep getting our name out there, keep talking about all the good stuff that we're doing. That's both, that's all of us. It's G.W.R. and it's DCCW and it's the J County Fair. We're all doing good stuff and keeping information out there. G.W.R. does great about keeping wrestling information out there. I mean, I can talk every day, all day about it, and I think it's phenomenal that you guys added Marcus to it. I mean, talking about somebody that go toe to toe with Tony on knowledge.
Oh, yeah, definitely on that. No doubt about that.
Me and Tony bore the hell out of Chris and Kelly when we go out to eat because me and Tony are talking, and Chris and Tony are just sitting there like, okay.
I kind of wonder who would win a wrestling Jeopardy between those two.
No, man. That's crazy.
Tough one.
You
may have to set up a podcast just for that.
Yes, you guys should do Wrestling Jeopardy one night.
I think that would be fun.
I think that's a good idea.
That would
be fun. I'm game.
It would be. I think Marcus would win because I'm old and I forget a lot.
I think you guys need to do a Wrestling Jeopardy, and guests can come up with the questions, but they have to sponsor the G.W.R. page by sending in $5 per question.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Ain't a bad idea.
I like that idea.
I like that idea as well.
Yeah.
See, this is what we do. We come up with show concepts right here.
There it is.
Absolutely right.
Marcus, I said I was old, and Kelly said you're old too.
I do want to obviously, the jcounty.com. That's their webpage. At J County Fair is their Facebook page. You can check out both of them. I tag them all the time in our posts. At DCCW Indiana or Delaware County Championship Wrestling is our Facebook page. Also, want to say something about Gimmick Promotions. Everybody has probably found, can pretty well find out that that's my booking agency site. Got a lot of great talent on there. If anybody or promoters or whatnot's watching the show and they need any talent or conventions or fairs or anybody and they want talent to come out to their show and sign autographs and whatnot, we can do that as whoever you guys want. So it's Gimmick Promotions. That's on Facebook. Also, if you guys are looking for catering, everybody already knows about that. It's Three Brothers Catering. As you're talking about three guys that's been in the wrestling business with each other, and we always think of each other as brothers in the business and outside the business. And that's myself, Tommy Gage, who just retired in February at our show, and then the mobster Vinny Vachetti. We own and run Three Brothers Catering as well. We specialize in brisket and pork butts and steak and we really can cook you anything you want. We throw our own little southern flair to it.
Except for Vinny's beans, right?
No beans.
What about beans?
Yeah, no beans. Vinny cannot do no beans. And guys, let me rephrase that. I cook everything. Vinny does not touch anything that's done or needs to be cooked. Vinny cuts things. Vinny is a freaking world-class chef or butcher that. He is a world-class butcher that he should have been places butchering. He can literally cut anything and exactly how you want it. And Tommy, his palate is by far amazing. Tommy always likes to talk anyway. And then I'm the grill master. I can cook anything.
And also, if you need married,
Yeah. I am an ordained minister. If you want
say-
alcohol served, I got my
I would
liquor
say-
license.
Before long, I would say probably doing Smoky Mountain trips.
Yeah.
Well, I won't say that because I don't know if people hear this. So I got a story.
You know I
on
was
that
going
one,
to touch it.
But yeah, definitely check us all out, and then obviously I wasn't going to plug your guys' own stuff, but as you can see right there underneath Tony and Chris Gonzalez at Gonzo Sports Room, you can reach them. They talk about everything under the sun that has to deal with sports, and G.W.R is their affiliate as well as the Gonzo Wrestling Room. So make sure you check them out. But we can't thank them enough for having us on and always getting the word out.
You guys, Monday will be show number 34 for us.
Oh yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Already.
And
Already.
Marcus, what number will that be for you?
42.
No, it'll be 50 if I hit Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and that's my goal. I got 4 shows, 4 days. Monday will be number 50.
Number 50, and that'd be awesome.
Oh, I can't forget. I mentioned Jimmy Hart, and I just smacked my hand because I did this without even thinking about it. The WWE Hall of Famer Jimmy Hart is being brought in by Heated Shenanigans podcast. Scott Hewlett's bringing in Jimmy Hart to the Retromania show. So that's what I was talking about. What a great addition to our already stacked card that was.
Yep, most definitely. Yeah, it's going to be a great show. You got people out there. If you live anywhere close around in Indiana, get your tickets for Jay County, and I'm telling you, I'll guarantee you're not going to be disappointed.
No, not at all.
It's going to be a great show. They never disappoint. I know. I think Marcus. I ain't gonna speak for Marcus. I'll let Marcus say, but I think Marcus has been to several of the shows, and I know he's been entertained. I know he was at the Bearcat Rumble, and I know he loved that show.
I'm his favorite.
So
Juneteenth was good too.
What's that?
Juneteenth was good.
Juneteenth. Yeah.
It was a very good show.
I mean, me and Chris and Tony had to run it since you and your people all decided to run off somewhere else. But
Prior bookings, brother.
It was a good show and perfect weather that day.
Yeah,
it wasn't
was.
wasn't like steaming hot, but it wasn't raining. It was just pretty nice out.
Yeah, yeah. Made me sad that I had to miss Juneteenth. I love Juneteenth, and I love the committee and Denicha and everybody out there. They're just phenomenal, and they put on a great community event.
Yes, they do.
And it's getting bigger because it was even bigger. It was a lot bigger this year than it was the year before.
Yeah,
and I expect for next year to just keep getting bigger.
just find a better extension cords. People quit unplugging the damn thing, but or run it over it. One of the two.
DCWO was in full effect that show.
That's true.
Yeah, that was a good, real good show as well. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
just
you got
a quick,
anything else?
Yeah, quick plug, real quick. So we got the Jay County Retromania show. That's Monday, July 10th. We got Gaston Fairgrounds Wednesday, August 2nd. With we'll tell you the superstar later. That's going to be or superstars that are going to be there for the Gaston Fair on August 2nd, Wednesday, opening day of Gaston Fair. We're by their grandstands as well. Then we have November 3rd, we're going to be in Lafayette. That's right. DCCW is moving. We're not stopping. We're not holding up. We're not centralizing. We're not claiming an area. We're not doing anything crazy or stupid like that. Wrestling's wrestling. Just fans need to have fun. And if it's for a great cause, who cares? Who cares?
I got you covered. I went to last night at work. I bought a lot of butt cream. So I'll bring it with me. And if anybody needs any, we can give it out.
There we go. Yeah. Too much butt hurt.
Yep.
But we keep moving. We try to do what we can, and we want to give people wrestling. That's what we want to do. And then if we can do it for a good cause, that's what we're going to do it for. So that's November 3rd. It's a Friday, November 3rd. We're going to be at the Tippecanoe County Fairgrounds, not for their fair, but for a muscular dystrophy benefit. guy that I work close with Heated Shenanigans, and we all do. Scott Hewlett, there's a couple guys that he knows that has muscular dystrophy, and it's really taken a toll on them, and it's a serious illness, and that ultimately results in death. It's non-curable. They are still working on everything they can. We are doing a benefit that all proceeds are going to the MDS Association. Scott just posted a letter that we received that he's getting redone, but we received it that shows that this is not some hoax. This is not something that we're just saying that we're doing. There is proof. We are donating to the MDS Association for the November 3rd show, and then which is already being headlined by WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi and one half of the greatest tag team to ever grace wrestling due to their accolades and where they've been, and they've held every single title besides the AEW tag team titles, and that's Devon Dudley of the Dudley Boys. So they are headlining the show. I heard that there is going to be more announced for that show, possibly. People are interested and wanting to come out to it, and we're talking about maybe some type of fan fest before that show as well. And then right after November, or no, that I just jumped a date, didn't I?
Jumped a date, yep.
Yeah, I jumped a date. I'm sorry.
Might have jumped a month. It's okay. I wasn't gonna let you get by with it.
I was thinking about September and jumping over September, but I jumped a date of October, and October 7th, we are right back in Jay County at the Bump Building for Cornfield Carnage 2. Do we tell them who's headlining it since you already posted it out there?
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
So, 2 headliners for that night is none other than the Mr. Pimptastic, the hoe train driving Godfather, aka Papa Shango, will be in the house, as well as finally he is healed up, he is running, he is doing everything he can, and he is moving every day and wrestling and always booked up, but none other than the Vampire Warrior Gangrel. Gangrel will be in action that night. And that's October 7th. So we got July 10th, Jay County Fairgrounds, August 2nd at the Gaston Fairgrounds, October 7th back at the Jay County Fairgrounds in the Bump Building, and then November 3rd at the Tippecanoe County Fairgrounds for the MDS Association benefit. Those are our dates for this year. If there is another added, we will let everybody know, but those are the dates for the year for now.
Sounds awesome, man. Sounds fantastic.
Guys, my battery's about to die. Mike's talked too long, so I'm kidding. But I am. My screen went black. I can't see anything. I got 4% left, and I want to just thank all you guys for all you do. Keep it up. Thank you for supporting the fair and our community, and all of you make the difference for us. So I appreciate it. And just want to thank you again for everything. And Mike, I can't wait for Monday. The big surprise, the big reveal. It'll be worth it. And trust me, it's worth the money. Right along with the tickets. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be a great night of action, and the surprise will be worth it when you see it.
Sounds awesome.
I'm ready for it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to peace out. I got work to do. Great Jay County Fair starts tomorrow. So thank you guys.
Have a good night.
Thanks for coming on, Jason.
He said my
I'm not going
screen
nowhere.
went black and I can't see. I can't see nothing no more.
That's why, folks, you always have one handy.
Yeah, but he couldn't see that. So
Don't worry, he'll watch it later. Then I'll get a phone call.
So basically, you guys got a show about every month but September.
Yeah. Yep. September is not booked up yet, but September is also Mikey's anniversary month, so.
Yeah, you might want to. I want to keep that free.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys got anything else?
Nah, I'm ready to go.
Ready to go.
I'm excited about Godfather in October. That's going to be cool. And Gang Grill, because like Mike kind of alluded to, he was supposed to be on the show.
Yep.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 years, October, we were running at Delaware County Fairgrounds.
Yep. Then it was the second show that we done with you guys.
Yeah. 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 None other than Head Shrinker's Samu stepped in for him.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, I was just watching the first show we done with you guys at was it Summer Shakedown.
Oh yeah, Summer Shakedown.
And done the promo video for Boogeyman and then for Gang Grill and everything for that October show.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. He had a bad back injury. I'm glad that he was able to move past that.
Yeah, because I was watching that because I'll never forget Stevie's face when J.K.O. and them were beating the hell out of Rachel.
Oh, he grabbed Rachel by the head and threw her around. He didn't know what to do.
See, so what is going on here?
He said, "I'm offended." He said he didn't know what to do. He wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I got a lot of good looks or crazy looks out of Stevie too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. We're not going to say what you said to her, but
I give him hell about that all the time.
oh
too.
yeah, we do. If you ever see him again, ask him about Jared from Subway.
Perfect.
He made the mistake of bringing it up that he met Jared for Subway.
No, Lord.
Before that, at a little league diamond, and of course I couldn't let that go, so I can't repeat what I said to him. I will tell you off air.
Oh, better be careful, guys. Talking about that, then you guys will be reported, and
I don't want to get canceled. So
and lies will be made about you too.
that's true. That's true.
I'm surprised it hasn't yet. I've been waiting for that day that I wake up and there's all them lies going around.
Dude, I tell you what, I feel good and stress free.
That's good.
Good and stress free. I don't worry about nothing no more.
TJ Power said, "See you Monday."
No, look at
at the
there.
fair."
DJ Power's already saying he's coming to the fair.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
it's
to
hot.
it. Yeah, it's going to be a great show. I know it's going to be.
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
You're getting ready to go to you got a show in Colorado coming up too, don't you?
Yeah, I got a pretty busy weekend. To be honest with you, I'm killing my booking agent.
You going to kill yourself?
Yes. I should not have done what I done. Well, let's just say I am jumping on a plane at 2 p.m. our time Saturday afternoon, getting off a plane at 3 p.m. their time, driving to the show, doing their show, driving back to the airport for like a 17-hour flight back home, just to be back here so I can get everything taken care of for Monday.
Oh, you could have waited a day or two. Terry could have took care of things for you.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Mike, we was talking about that video we seen with that Barbarian. He
Yeah.
the local wrestler, whoever he was wrestling.
We're still live.
Oh, we're still live.
You wouldn't go say it live.
We're still live.
Okay, I thought we went live. Oh, wait till we get off.
No, the timer's still ticking.
I told you I was old. I'm senile. I told you.
He's like, I'll say what he does. And now, let's go ahead.
Okay. I told you I'm senile. I wouldn't have a chance against Marcus in no contest. I'm senile.
Yeah, because you can't remember names. I've got you.
Yeah, I can't remember names. I can't remember my own name half the time. The only thing I can remember is I'm Mexican and I'm a jockey. That's about it.
A jockey.
And I'm really not a jockey, but
You are on somebody's
Somebody has a picture of you that thinks you're a jockey.
A jockey, like a horse jockey?
Yes.
You ever heard that
somebody's
story?
wall at somebody's
I've heard
house
that
with the horse jockey.
He's heard that story. I'm sure he has.
Yeah. It just caught me off guard again.
Yeah, there's somebody out there that has a picture of him with Dad. Thinks he's a horse jockey.
Yeah. Well, the best part of the story, I got when I first started going there, I got the 40% discount, jockey discount for 2 months.
Oh, must be nice. But no, well, thank everybody for watching. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Like, follow Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Also got Gonzo Sports Room as well. Go check out DCCW Indiana on Facebook or Delaware County Championship Wrestling. That's where they post all their stuff about their upcoming shows. Come to the J County Fair Monday night for Retromania. And then we'll be back. Well, we don't have another G.W.R. till, well, we don't have G.W.R. next week because, well, we won't have the regular G.W.R. show on Monday, but we'll be at the J County Fair.
Yes.
And then on Sunday, we also have a wrestling show Sunday. So that'll be the next time G.W.R. will be back. You can check out Gonzo Sports Room tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Hope everybody has a great Thursday, and we'll see you guys next time.
Hey, by the way, anybody that's around the area that's wanting Gaston Fair tickets and everything, Terry's in the process of getting those from A1 Graphics that we use to print all of our stuff. He's in the process of getting those, so you can reach out to Terry or myself or Gaston Fair. Then anybody from the Gaston Fair board, they'll have tickets as well for that August 2nd show.
August 2nd. I wrote all those dates down so I wouldn't forget them. I know I think I already have them all written down on the calendar anyway.
Yeah, I took night off work already. I already got it approved.
But we appreciate everybody. We will see you guys next time.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
Here, this is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.